What's crack-a-lackin' dudes and dudettes? You're watching NES Collectables. Welcome to the channel. We got news. Today, the new premium card collection on Premium Bandai dropped. This is super exciting. Looks like we got a decent number of cards this go around. It looks like they're doing 12 cards in this collection, which is great for the $30 price point, and everything looks pretty playable. We got, we got some sweet arts for the Curly. We got a fantastic new version of Nami from the film set. We've got a very cool, like, full art pacifista here. And then we got the Buenafesta, also part of the film package. Seeing a lot of play right now in that new Doflamingo. We got Paradise Waterfall with, wow, look at the art on that. That's fantastic. You get your Radical Beam, so, for your one-ofs. Hopefully, I say hopefully. I'm wondering if it'll get unbanned. Still not sure. Eventually, I think it won't matter when we have all these different event cards that are zero cost, but for right now, the ban in place is fine. Super good card, but look at that art. That art goes so hard. That's fan-frickin-tastic. The Charlotte Amande, not sure if this card is super duper great or not. It is a 2K counter, so that's kind of nice. But then we got the Suru, definitely a playable card in black. We got, what a fantastic art for Love Love Mellow. Fantastic there. Super excited to have a playset of that. The Blast Breath looks great. I like seeing the events get the full art treatment here. It's just so good. And then we got Ice Age. I think this card is it's a card people don't play enough. I think it's a lot better than people are giving it credit for. The only bummer is the KO for the trigger is a little low on the cost for how much it really helps you. And then obviously the Thunderbolt, getting to see that in the full art is so cool. So this is up now. These are cards that when these pre-orders get too high, they disappear and they're gone forever. Then you have to pay a premium later. So if you have any interest in this guy, go out, get him. I really like the art. I think this is a great collection. They did a really good job with this set. So really excited to see this. It doesn't come out until April of next year, so it's going to be a long time. I don't know if all of these cards will still be seeing play then. I mean, we're going to be, we're going to be in OP06 probably. OP06 should have just come out in March timeframe by the time these come out. So unfortunately, they may not have the same weight as they do right now, but they're still very, very cool. Let's go back here. They also dropped, so they've got more of the OP03 and the playmat box deal. That's back up. And then they just dropped this new box for the former Four Emperors, which is pretty sweet. That art's great. I don't think I'm gonna personally go after this one, just because I don't need another playmat and I don't need another storage box right now. Even though I do really dig the Whitebeard leader art, I think maybe I'll hunt down getting one of these off the secondary market later if it's less than that price. It is cool though. Definitely a neat piece. I wish they had done cards for all four of the Emperors. I think they needed to do that here. Like, if they'd have done art and promo cards for all four of them, then you could have kind of played the one that you like. I think that would have been really cool. But instead they only went with the one promo card, which is a bit of a bummer. And it's going to keep me from getting it. but that's okay. I know lots of people out there will really like it and definitely get it. So super duper neat. OP04 just did the pre-release last weekend. Super awesome. Really excited to talk more about that. But I'll do a different video for that, or maybe we'll talk about it while I'm opening OP04. You know, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys got to go out and really enjoy your pre-release, and hopefully you didn't have too many issues with your stores getting product and being able to run the event. Let's look at the market. Let's check this out. We're still in pre-release right now. The official release is in a couple of days. Hold off, guys. These prices are not gonna hold this weight. You know, we gotta remember there's only 16 people that have these listed. Not many people. There's only 5 cases up. You know, these are crazy prices right now. This is 8 of the $10 boxes, so that should be like $80. Don't let them trick you right now. This product is far more printed and allocated than set 3, and set 2 and set 1, obviously. So these prices just don't seem realistic. We're going to see a race to the bottom as soon as everybody has this product in hand. There's always a lot of people who like to, you know, open a ton and then sell a bunch of stuff, and they'll fight to find the right price. So, you know, at $100 a box price, I just don't believe there's a, you know, $175 card. That's not real reasonable in my opinion. Especially when we look at the other sets next. So please, you know, if you've got the money to spend, feel free to do it. That's your money. I'm not telling you what to do, but, you know, if you can wait a week, prices are going to definitely drop. Every once in a while, there's the rare card that sees a lot of play and gets a lot of hype and goes up from where it's at now, but it's got to be real rare. It's got to be like manga rare levels for me to believe that that's going to happen. And with how much they're going to be printing this set and how easy it is to get, I just don't see it happening. Yeah, I think all of these are a little high right now. I think the alt arts for the leaders are really high right now. I mean, okay, there's only 6 alt art leaders. Or there's only 6 leaders in this set, so there's only 6 alt art leaders in this set, and they are definitely going to I think they're going to settle somewhere, you know, between that, I don't know, $35 and $70, $80 mark. You know, maybe there'll be one that's pushing 100, 110, like Katakuri is right now, but it's got to be real good. I mean, even Whitebeard, who is arguably still one of the best decks in the format, has dropped drastically over the last like month or two. So that's my thought on these. The secret rares are already tanking. The secret rares in this set are just not the cards you're looking for. The alt arts are cool looking, but they're just not quite what we're looking for here. Very, very cool cards though. I'm very excited to be able to play with these. Really happy to see the prices. These are already starting to go down and be affordable. You know, most of the super rares end up hitting that, you know, maximum of $15, and that's usually for the best one. And that's only, you know, we're really only seeing those prices anymore in OP01. So, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. There's going to be a lot of these out here. We're going to be able to get a lot of these. You know, we're already seeing a lot of these popping up. You know, when Gum Gum Red Rock is more expensive than, you know, some of the super rares, it's kind of telling, isn't it? Yeah, super good, super excited. I'm really excited to play with these decks. We got a couple of different decks really popping into the format. We're going to have that film Don Flamingo. We're going to have Rebecca. We're going to have, I think Isho's kind of a sleeper deck that hasn't been built out or figured out yet. Same with the Purple Yellow Crocodile. You know, there's a lot of good stuff that I think is to come over the meta for this set. All right, let's look at OP03. Like, look at these prices. They are down. Oh, the Katakuri's at 110. That's really not a bad price compared to where he's been at. I mean, he was sitting around that $160 mark for quite a while. So it's nice to see that going down. And it's obviously, you know, dropping majorly because of this box price. You know, same with the other cards here. You know, Nami was sitting at 100, 120. She's down. The Luffy's down from 100. You can still see that market price still holding a little bit there, but that's gone down. The manga Soga King is way down here. I'm wondering if the Sabo for the new set is going to see similar scenarios. Maybe the new mangas aren't as rare as they were for the older sets. It's kind of hard to tell, or there's just that much more product out there that's easier for people to get. Charlotte Katakuri, probably the one card that's actually holding its price, really hasn't seen a lot of fluctuation. You know, been pretty solid. You know, it's been sitting right around that, you know, $60, $50 mark. Pretty solid. I still need that one. I still need both the Katakuris, and I need this ace, but my goodness, he's down to under $40 right there. That's fantastic. That's a card I'm probably gonna pick up. You know, if it hits 35, I think I pull the trigger. Because those are the last 3 cards I need to finish my master set of set 3, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, these prices are way down, guys. I mean, this is the first alt art leader I think I've seen other than King get real low like this. Poor purple. Purple's just not getting the love it needs, right? It's okay. We got a sweet Luffy coming. All right, Khalifa. Wow. That Khalifa is cheap. I think I need to get a playset of this card. I'm always going to advocate for how pretty this card is. If that goes much lower, I'm going to have a playset just because it's great. Marco's way down too. For such a playable card, that surprises me. So yeah, so much of this is just surprisingly low. Now's a great time if you want to get into OP03, guys. That's $13 for Fire Fist. Yeah, these are... oh, wow, the poly popped up, actually. I bought a bunch of these when they were $5. So, hey! Look at that. It's kind of fun. I think that might be the only alt art I own that I have a playset of. Just kind of funny. Oof, I might have to pick up some of these other ones that are way too low. For alt arts, this seems absurd. This seems like something, you know, it seems like you need to pull the trigger on these guys. Just out of sheer silliness. You know, eventually the decks will use them, right? All right, let's look at OP02. OP02, what you got for me? How are you looking? Manga Ace is down. You know, around the 550 mark. Okay. We got our booster boxes going for 120. That's really not bad. The Nami obviously popped way up after the film. Kid started winning at the different regionals. So that popped that up, and then obviously it's going to stay there with the Doflamingo because he runs the deck better. I mean, that Edward Newgate, there he is sitting $85. Hey, you know, you don't have one, now might be the time. You know, there's not a lot of people who have the listing up, so take advantage. We got the Sanji. The Sanji is interesting. Sanji might be one of those cards that can really benefit in this meta against some of the other decks if they start popping up. I think that the blue crocodile is definitely a really, it seems really good. It seems really good. But I think Sanji might be able to be one of those cards that could kind of take advantage of that if he starts topping. Let's see. Just the aggro, the speed of the aggro, and the just the manipulation on cost is so good. You know, if you can drop a 6-drop Mihawk that's an 8,000 power for, you know, essentially 4 Dawn, you know, and then, you know, the blue has to use a red rock to get rid of it. You know, you basically netted 2 Dawn on them. So that's something to consider, and you can drop 2 of them in a turn. That's yipes. Ooh, that ace went way down. That's affordable now. All the admirals are down for the alt arts. Should have waited on some of these, man. I pulled the trigger too soon. That gives me some thoughts for when I start finishing and looking to finish my master set for OP04. Because we're finally getting the stock available, this is something to consider, like when you start looking at how good these cards are and the fact that, you know, we've got alt art leaders and other things these are hard to pull. You know, I did not pull many of them for the huge amount of boxes that I opened on this channel. You know, I would have saved a lot of money having done that. So learn from my mistake on that, guys. All of these came way down. Hunt outside the hype, because right now these are not the hype cards. So you know, just get and play with, you know, your basic supers and secrets that you need, and, you know, hunt everything else when it drops. This is great, because this reminds me a lot of what they do for Digimon. Digimon obviously has the same situation where they'll have a couple of cards that are worth some pretty good value, but for the most part they make everything very available, which I think is fantastic. You know, a card being, you know, $40 for a fancy art of it seems in line. I'm okay with that. But you know, I don't think I need it to be $200. So, again, alt art's $4. I think that's where we're at now. This is crazy. Secret rare is $2. Alt art under $2. Insane. Absolutely insane. You know, get your I've come done if you don't have your playset of those. Those are fun. Gotta love the Shanks. Maybe we'll get a good Shanks leader eventually. That'd be nice. The purple one doesn't do him justice. All right, let's look at OP01. So Shanks under 700. That's kind of nice to see. Let's turn off the Paramount War. There we go. Zoro and Nami and Law. These are your 3 big hits from the set, still holding and maintaining their price. Booster box is still holding a very good high value for OP01. Boa, Don Quixote, and the Zoro. And weirdly enough, Purple Kaido right now, because everybody's hyped on him. These 4 are kind of like your secondary best hits. These are kind of tier 2. Great playable cards. And then we start getting into like other fantastic hits. Oh, it looks like Blue Purple Croc's bounced up right now. Everybody's hyped on him. Makes sense. Not a lot of listings for him either. The Mihawk has surprisingly not jumped through the roof. considering the fact that this the blue archetype's really up there. Same with the Doflamingo. They're both sitting. I could see these easily popping up in the near future when people want to start blinging out their decks if they want to play both those cards. Still my favorite card, the Yamato, sitting about $40. Seems pretty reasonable. Still think this card's so broken. Like, it sucks because it's so easy to remove, but it is, if it hits, it's so bad for your opponent. Like, this is just like, it feels like it sets you up for a win. So something to think about. Love the other prices of the cards. All the others are going down a little bit. Ooh, the Zoros are down to $11. Haven't been seeing as much play on the 3-drop Rusher Zoro. I think there's also a little bit of excitement for the reprint of this card coming. Probably has this down. As well as the shifting for a lot of people not wanting to just play red. Though I still think red is still really good. I think people are jumping off the red train just because they've been playing it for so long, but I wouldn't, I don't know. This card's still very playable, guys. Trafalgar Law, still fantastic card. Has all the same issues that Yamato has. You put it down. The problem is you get value from this immediately, whereas the Yamato, you gotta wait that turn. Verona, box topper, everybody loves it. It's great. The Mihawk super rare has gone way up. Wow, $12 just for the super. Look at that. Just in the last week, we've seen it double in price, basically. Or the last couple weeks. That's nutty. Not surprised, though. This card is seeing a lot of play. Hopefully you guys already have your play sets of that guy. Yeah, this is, again, these, I wish this was the other queen, but it's okay. Okay, we need a reprint of that starter deck queen. It's the only thing holding that, the thing that's holding the purple starter deck price so high right now. There we go. Looks like our super pre-release winner's down a little bit, but we got like no listings for it. Yeah, it's just gonna sit there and hold that price, I think, for maybe forever. This collection hasn't come out in English yet that I know of. It should be coming, I want to say November, which should be pretty exciting, along with the Ace alternate art leader. Super duper cool. Very excited for that. And it comes with the playmat with Sabo and Ace and Luffy on it. It's pretty sweet. The Dons are going down. They're all half the price they were a couple months ago, so that's nice. There was one particular promo, like the participation promos for the online and offline regionals. Those are starting to go down to acceptable prices for people to be able to pick those up. My thought is like, I wouldn't want to really spend more than like $15-20 on these cards, like, because they're just fun arts. I want to get one eventually of each of them, but it doesn't particularly matter if they're all like from the same thing. Like, it's more for the art than it is for the stamp for me. Premium card collection is great. If you don't have one of these, that's not a terrible price for how beautiful these cards are, in my opinion. You know, you can get it for around the $50 mark. You know, there's not more of these that are going to be printed that I know of. So, this surprises me. The Jinbei, I mean, Jinbei was up at 70 some dollars, you know, not long ago. This is a card that just bounces. Look at that, over $80. And then now it's just tanking. I don't know if it's just because it's got to be because we're going purple or blue croc rather than blue Dofi. That's the only thing I can think of that's got him dropping. Winter VV's down to 40 again. That's nice. Eventually I want to pick this one up just because I love the art, but for an art card, 25 bucks, it's not playable in my opinion. I'm never going to play this. So the justification for me financially isn't there. If you guys have like opinions on what you think is financially viable or where you think, you know, your sweet spot is, let me know. I'd be curious to see if you guys agree with me. I think that's part of the fun of talking to the community and really getting that out there and seeing, okay, well, where is it fair? Where does it feel fair to you? Did recently finish my store championship promo lineup, so I got one of each color now, which is awesome. Excited about those. Let's see. Don't know. Okay, that's because this is the Jinbei one. This is the Usopp one. I was like, they're almost the same color. They're very close. Winter Luffy. Very, very fun card. Love the art. Love the art there. General Frankie, need to get me one of these soon. Sanji, Frankie, they're all coming down. The Smoker's bounced back and forth between about 20, what is it, like 23 and 40. So, okay, 26. Like, went down as low as 24, 23. Okay, I do remember that right. He'll probably bounce back down again. Like, this might be better than I think it is. I'm just thinking about this. Dawn times 1, this character can't be KO'd in battle by characters without this special attribute. I mean, this is kind of like your buggies, man. It's not just KO. Like, it's like the big problem is he can still be KO'd by effects and events, but he can't be KO'd by the different types of characters. So it's kind of interesting. I wonder how that would shake out. I don't know. Barto's down. That's nice. He was up way too high for a little bit there. Again, I think he's about a $25 card. Oh man, a participant Sanji, $8. But again, he's, you know, this is a reprint of a card that from the starter deck that's been around for a really long time. Makes sense. It's just a fun art. Let's see. Winter Nami's still pretty high for set 3. I'm wondering when these are going to start showing up on the market, because it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of them being sold right now. This Luffy. Let's see. The Bonnie's down. Again, a lot of these winter promos for the different tournament events, they start going way down. So they start becoming more and more affordable as time goes on. So keep your eye out if you want to end up collecting one of each of the promos and the different arts and things like that. That's one thing I'm trying to do, but it gets pricey. So, you know, there's a lot of promos out there. Ugh, dang it. Bought this for more than that. That's way down. A lot of those are on the market right now. So that's the best price I've seen for it. Let's see. Raizo's pretty cheap. Sasaki's pretty cheap. Santomer is seeing a little bump, just because I think people are thinking they're going to play him with the blue croc. People are entertaining the blue croc idea. think the art for the so the winner's neat because it's like big and it's him and it's foily, but I think the regular art has a little bit more fun when it comes to the art. Oh, there, I did see something I wanted to talk about. So where is it? Hold on, we gotta go back. Something really neat to talk about. Okay, so this Monkey D. Luffy promo, if you guys don't have one, the Anime Expo version and the Gen Con version are different. So just so you're aware, the Anime Expo one is non-foil and the Gen Con one has a cool foiling about it and it looks really, really good. So if you have a choice about which one to pick up, if you're just going to get one, get the Gen Con one. It's so much more like eye-catching. All right. Said my piece. That's my recommendation for you guys today. Go get the Gen Con one. Let's see. Nothing else is really standing out. Sunny Coon's been more or less replaced by the Sanji in the new set. You know, hopefully you guys were able to go out to your tournaments and get yourself some of the promos. If not, they're pretty cheap. They're going to get cheaper. So I'd say give it a little bit of time. It'll get cheaper. Let's see. Namis are under $1 now. That's nice. The Bonnies. This art's so much better than the original. Like, I just want to buy a whole bunch of those so I never have to play with the starter deck ones again. Even the super pre-release ones I don't think are that pretty. So that's my thought there. Yeah, look at this Tomaru art. This goes so hard. Like, I love the pacifistas there. Like, I think this art is better than the winner. Straight up. Like, you can run Sentomaru. I think that's the one. 12 cents. Super cool. Eventually we're going to start hitting the things that we don't have prices for, like this stuff, just because it hasn't officially come out yet, so there isn't any sales data. You know, some people wanting ridiculous amounts of money for some of these cards. And maybe they'll get it. That would be pretty neat. Ooh, the Pirate Party. This is the new Bellamy. Let's see. 5 cost, 6,000 power. Banish. Dawn times 2. If you have 0 life cards, this character gains plus 2,000 power. Wow. So 10k. You can get 10k for essentially 7 Dawn with Banish. But you can't drop it on 7-drop curve like that because you don't have any way to get it out. You don't have any way to get it out because it would still be like summoning sick or whatever. He might be good. I don't know. He doesn't have any support though. I wish he'd been like Doflamingo Pirates or something. I don't know. It doesn't work either though because he doesn't have any yellow. So I don't know. If you guys can think of how this works the best or are figuring tricks out for this thing, let me know. I'm curious. There's a whole bunch of people starting to put it up and no sales because I think people want way too much for it. Look at, you want $25 for it and you have 7 of them. That's no, this is too much, guys. Too much. It's a Pirate Party card. We don't even know that it's good. I don't know how to play that card yet. I don't know where it belongs. It doesn't belong in any of the other yellow decks at the moment. So that is the promos. That is the market watch. That is all the things I wanted to go through and share with you guys. If you like the video, make sure to do the thing. It helps out the channel. We're growing, getting close to that 300 sub mark. That's kind of cool. I'm really excited. We're going to do some more binder videos, and I'm going to definitely do a stream of OP04 when that comes out. Still waiting on my boxes, so hopefully those will get here someday. And I don't know. What are you guys excited for? What are you buying? What are you liking? Hope you guys keep hunting outside the hype. So don't forget, sail on.
NES.